Now we're going to graph ellipses. This is a real-life example of an ellipse. First, we're going to graph an ellipse at the origin. The equation we used is x squared over 25 plus y squared over 4 equals 1. This has a horizontal major axis because it is in the form x squared over a squared plus y squared over b squared equals 1. And since a equals 5, the vertices are positive, negative 5, 0. And since b equals 2, the co-vertices are 0, positive, negative 2. To find the foci, we have to solve the equation c squared equals a squared minus b squared. And since a equals 5 and b equals 2, the equation is c squared equals 5 squared minus 2 squared. So c squared equals 21, and c equals the square root of 21. So the final foci points are positive, negative square root of 21, 0. Now the final step is to graph and connect the points. Now we're going to graph a translated ellipse. The equation we used is x plus 2 squared over 16 plus y minus 2 squared over 36 equals 1. This has a vertical major axis because it is in the form x minus h squared over b squared plus y minus k squared over a squared equals 1. The center is represented by h, k, so the center value is negative 2, 2. A equals positive negative 6, and we add that to the k value, so our final vertices are negative 2, 8 and negative 2, negative 4. B equals positive negative 2, and we add that to the h value, so our final co-vertices are negative 6, 2 and 2, 2. To solve for the foci, we have the equation c squared equals a squared minus b squared, and since a equals 6 and b equals 4, the equation is c squared equals 6 squared minus 4 squared, and c squared equals 20, so c equals positive negative 2 square root 5. So the final foci points are negative 2, 2 plus minus 2 square root 5. Now we just graph and connect the points.
Now it's time to learn the last graph. Are you ready?
Yeah.
We're now going to show you how to graph hyperbolas. This is an example of a real-life hyperbola. We're first going to show you how to graph a hyperbola at the origin. The equation we're going to be working with is 25y squared minus 4x squared equals 100. First, we have to put it into standard form, which is y squared over 4 minus x squared over 25 equals 1. This is going to be a vertical axis because it's in the form y squared over a squared minus x squared over b squared equals 1. The vertices are 0 plus or minus a, and since a equals 2, the vertices are going to be 0 plus or minus 2. The foci is c squared equals a squared plus b squared, and a equals 2, b equals 5, so c squared is equal to 2 squared plus 5 squared, making c squared 29, and c is the square root of 29. So the foci are 0 plus or minus the square root of 29. The asymptotes are y equals plus or minus a over b x. So y is plus or minus 2 over 5x. Now you just plot the points and connect them. Now I'm going to show you how to graph a translated hyperbola. The equation we're working with is x minus 6 squared over 25 minus y plus 1 squared equals 1. The center is hk, and in this case, it is 6, negative 1. Since the equation is in the form x minus h squared over a squared minus y minus k squared over b squared equals 1, it's going to have a horizontal axis. The vertices are 6 plus or minus a, negative 1. And since a equals 5, the vertices are 11, negative 1, and 1, negative 1. The equation for the foci is c squared equals a squared plus b squared, and a equals 5 and b equals 1. So c squared is equal to 26, and c is equal to the square root of 26. So the foci is c plus or minus the square root of 26, negative 1. The asymptotes are rise over run, so in this case it is b over a, which is plus or minus 1 over 5. The positive slope is y plus 1 equals 1 over 5 times x minus 6, and simplified it is y equals 1 over 5x minus 11 over 5. The negative slope is y plus 1 equals negative 1/5 times x minus 6, so the simplified version is y equals negative 1 over 5x plus 1 over 5. Now you just have to plot the points and connect them.
Oh my gosh, I understand conic sections. I'm ready for my test today.